I said it, and this sums it up well. Like you don't entertain the circus, you watch it, right? And when a lion comes out and rides the bike, you don't think about it too hard. You just go, okay, that's crazy. A lion's riding a bike, and then you go home and enjoy the rest of your day. I don't feed into the stuff at all. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment to a certain degree. So you just hope that people can be smart enough and have a tremendous amount of logic to just go and possibly do research.
Katt Williams and Kevin Hart have reignited their ongoing feud, with the drama reaching new heights recently. Williams made an appearance on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay Shay, where he launched into a tirade lasting almost 3 hours. Holding nothing back, he took shots at Steve Harvey, Michael Blackson, Ricky Smiley, Cedric the Entertainer.
I saw that you did respond to Katt Williams.
Oh,
I hate that, Sadie. I hate that y'all, that there's any sort of issue.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting time now. People get on these blogs and they just, start just spewing off stuff that's not even factual.
Right.
But, I let the fodder just go out there until I'm ready to respond to
Your
it.
work speaks for
I
itself.
am who I am. I stand on that, right?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Stand on business.
Hey,
Ain't that what the
come on
kids
now.
say?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got all the new sayings.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Stand on business. I love it. Good
All
to
right.
see you, my man.
Thank you, babe.
All right.
And, of course, didn't spare Hart, suggesting Hart misrepresented the beginnings of his career as an industry plant. This feud has been brewing for years, with both parties throwing shade online and in interviews. For the full saga of their never-ending conflict, delve into their history. Born Michael Williams on September 2nd, 1971, Katt Williams is an American comedian and actor known for his roles as Money Mike in Friday After Next, and his recurring appearances on Wild 'N Out and My Wife and Kids. He has also lent his voice to characters like a pimp named Slickback in The Boondocks and Seamus in Cats and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore. Additionally, he voiced himself in Grand Theft Auto 4 in 2008. Raised by Jehovah's Witness parents in Cincinnati, Ohio, Williams faced challenges due to his father's reluctance to embrace life outside the religion. At 13, he made the bold decision to leave home, eventually finding himself in Florida, where he hustled as a street vendor and endured a period of homelessness, even resorting to sleeping in a park. Despite his tumultuous upbringing, Williams exhibited remarkable intellectual prowess, reading at the age of 3 and mastering multiple languages, including French and Creole. His comedy journey began in Cincinnati's Avondale neighborhood, where he honed his craft before venturing into comedy clubs nationwide. By 1999, he was already making waves in venues like the Improv, the Comedy Club, the Ice House, and the Hollywood Park Casino. He gained further recognition through appearances on BET's Comic View as Cat in the Hat, and released his first comedy special, Let a Playa Play, in 2006. His breakout moment came with Pimp Chronicles PT 1 Inch on HBO in 2007, solidifying his status in mainstream comedy. Despite some setbacks, including a stint in jail after an incident in a Seattle bar in 2012, Williams continued to captivate audiences with his stand-up specials, such as Priceless Afterlife on HBO in 2014, directed by Spike Lee. His resilience was evident as he returned to the stage with Great America on Netflix in 2018 and World War II in 2022, showcasing his enduring ability to keep audiences laughing. On the flip side, we have Kevin Hart, a seasoned comedian who has been a fixture in the comedy scene for as long as anyone can recall. Born Kevin Darnell Hart in Philadelphia on July 6, 1979, to Nancy Hart and Henry Robert Witherspoon, Hart's upbringing was marked by challenges. His mother passed away in 2007, leaving him to be raised by his single mother as his father battled cocaine addiction and spent significant time behind bars. Despite these hardships, things began to turn around when his father overcame his addiction. Hart's educational journey included attending George Washington High School and a brief stint at the Community College of Philadelphia before he ventured to New York City. Rumors circulated that he lived in Brockton, Massachusetts, but Hart clarified that he never resided there, though he did work as a shoe salesman for a period. As for his comedy career, Hart made his debut at the Laugh House in Philadelphia under the moniker Lil Kev, albeit with a tumultuous start involving alcohol and even a flying piece of chicken. Despite these initial hurdles, Hart persevered, participating in comedy competitions across Massachusetts and gradually winning over audiences. It took time for him to find his comedic voice, moving away from imitating comedians like Chris Tucker and delving deeply into his own life experiences. His comedy tours officially began in 2009 with I'm a Grown. In order to grasp the intricate tapestry of animosity that has woven between Kevin Hart and Katt Williams over the years, it's imperative to dissect their prolonged history of tension. Despite pursuing distinct trajectories in the comedy realm, their paths have remained entangled for nearly a decade, igniting sparks of conflict that intermittently blaze into public confrontations. Let's rewind the clock and navigate through the convoluted labyrinth of their rivalry, a saga that has kept the entertainment industry buzzing for close to a decade. Katt Williams, renowned for his provocative remarks across various platforms, didn't hesitate to launch barbs at Kevin Hart, while also taking swipes at athletes like Shaquille O'Neal dabbling in comedy. In August 2014, Williams minced no words when TMZ Sports queried him about the funniest athlete, bluntly dubbing Shaquille O'Neal a bum and dragging Kevin Hart into the discourse. The early sparks of this feud were evident in Williams' unfiltered commentary, which epitomized a moment of unbridled candor. Furthermore, in 2016, Williams referred to Kevin Hart as a puppet during a comedy tour stop in Atlanta, insinuating that Hart's success was orchestrated by external forces. However, he also urged people not to resent a black man hustling, even if they didn't resonate with his comedic style. Kevin Hart's response to these provocations was notably subtle, primarily manifesting through an Instagram post from the 2016 Academy Awards. In the post, Hart emphasized the importance of comedians sticking together and supporting one another, underlining the shared journey and the significance of unity in the comedy fraternity. This gesture underscored Hart's stance on solidarity among comedians, despite the subtle undertones of the ongoing feud. Yet, the saga continued to escalate as Williams challenged Hart to a high-stakes bet of $5 million during a show in Hart's hometown of Philadelphia. Williams laid down the gauntlet, proposing various challenges ranging from a basketball game to a comedy face-off, with a hefty sum on the line for each. However, just days later, Williams appeared to backtrack on his confrontational stance during an interview on V 1003 Atlanta's The Big Tiger Show. He extended a heartfelt apology to Kevin Hart, acknowledging him as the reigning king of comedy and expressing remorse for the intensity of his previous attacks. Williams recognized the shared identity they hold as black males.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person.
So what do you think? Who's wrong in this beef? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.